Cocaine's all around my brain. So let's learn the song known as Cocaine Blues, Take a Whiff on Me, Cocaine Habit, etc. Hi everybody, it's Martin from the Washboard Resonators, and this is a lesson video that was requested by JD Barker on Instagram, so thanks for the request. He wanted to see the Keith Richards version of Cocaine Blues. Now this is a traditional song. You'll have heard Rev Gary Davis do this, you'll have heard Bob Dylan do this, you'll have heard the Memphis Jug Band do this, you'll have heard Old Crow Medicine Show do this, Woody Guthrie, and loads of other people. What I'm going to do is show you how to get around the Keith Richards version first, because that's what JD asked for. Then what I'll do at the end is I'll show you a little bit about how to play the other versions, so you can basically put your own version of this song together. Okay then, so let's get down to the first part of the lesson. I think that Keith Richards recorded this on his Gibson L-1, which is the same as this guitar, so I'm going to use this one. We're in standard tuning. We're in the key of C. Now there's some quite idiosyncratic bits of picking that Keith Richards do. I'm not going to get it all quite note perfect, but you should be able to see the general gist of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of play through it, and then what I'll do is I'll flash up the chords so you can just see the chord changes and where the chord changes come, and then we'll look at how he picks it a little bit, and then we'll look at the other songs. Yonder comes my baby all dressed in white. Say, baby, won't you stay all night? Cocaine's all around my brain. He goes low there. Well, yonder comes my baby all dressed in blue. Say, baby, what you gonna do? Cocaine all around my brain. Well, hey baby, won't you come here quick? This cocaine's going to make me sick. Cocaine's all around my brain. Well, cocaine's for horses, so there's plenty to go at there. What we just did then was do the intro, the two verses that Keith Richards does, then he does like a little bridge section, then he does a guitar, then he goes into the next verse. The next verse, so where we stopped, there's another verse, then there's another bridge section, which the bridge section is the bit which is the, hey baby, won't you come here quick? That's the bridge section. Then he does another guitar, like instrumental, and then at the end of the guitar instrumental, he just picks up and finishes it. So he kind of does the guitar bit. All around my brain. And that's the ending. Okay? Would probably have been quicker just to play the whole thing. Sorry, everybody. So basically, the chords there you could use on other versions. We'll talk about that in a second on the other people's versions. But Keith is playing out the key of C, the shape of C, and he's got his. We all know a C chord, right? We all know if we put our finger on down the G, we all know that one, don't we? Yeah. So what Keith does is play for the intro. Something like that. He sort of picks those top notes. Third on the top open, and third on the second. Pick. plays an F. You might know an F like the bar chord. Most of us blues people, we do it like this. We use the thumb, then we play this note, and this note. So so it comes out of the bar chord, but you're simplifying it. And what it does is it frees up, oops, your little finger. To do stuff. And the real kind of key feature of this song is Keith Richards does those bends on the 3rd fret and 2nd string. You're just bending up on the 3rd, on the 2nd string from the F chord. Then you're playing fret 1 on the 2nd string, so 2nd string there. Little hammer on there. C, G7. So that's the intro, and then he just basically plays like that, or a simplified version as he's singing. Hey baby, hey then. He kind of sings it. I was trying to sort of get that a little bit when I was singing it there. Well, yonder comes my baby all dressed in white. Say, baby, won't you stay all night? Cocaine all around my brain. He goes really low, but it's like spoken brain. Well, yonder comes my baby all dressed in blue. Say, baby, what you going to do? Cocaine all around my brain. So if you know, it's very much based on, like, I think his guitar playing is very much based on the kind of Mississippi John Hurt style when he does this. It's that kind of nice rolling. Mississippi John Hurt is a little bit more sort of neater and bouncier maybe than the way Keith does it, but it's all the same moves. Okay, so that's the basic, that's how you back up the singing, that's how you play the intro, that's how you back up the singing. So let's now look at the bridge section. So in the bridge section, that's where he goes to the, hey baby, won't you come here quick? This cocaine's gonna make me sick. Cocaine all around my brain. Okay, so he's playing an E7, so you can sort of voice it a bit like that. So you know an E major, you take this finger away. You can also put that note down on the 3rd fret and 2nd string. Hey there baby, don't you come here quick. F again. This cocaine's gonna make me sick. That bend. That bend is really like very much like a Blind Boy Fuller thing. And Blind Boy Fuller does it a lot. I did a lesson video on ragtime guitar, and we sort of talk about that more. Keith's in this slow version is much more of like, ooh, that was too much. It's quite obvious. So yeah. Hey there baby, don't you come here quick, E7. So cocaine's gonna make me sick. Cocaine. That's C again. Put that top note on the G. Cocaine all around my brain. Then he goes into a solo. And when he does the solos, he tends to sort of pinch that top note, sometimes with the low note. Yeah. You could add other things to it if you wanted to do. Like if I was playing that as an instrumental, but doing this much more slower, more sort of depressed Keith Richards version. I might just do a little bit more in the solos. Okay, I've changed guitar. Just look at these other songs. So I've got some little notes here. So the Memphis Jug Band version, I would say the original. I mean, people did do this before, I'm pretty sure, but like the Memphis Jug Band did their version. Their version's in C. Now they've got that line. There's a little bit more. Well, cocaine habit is mighty bad. It's the worst soul feeling that I ever had. Cocaine all around my brain. Well, cocaine's for horses, it's not for men. The doctor says it kill me, it won't say when. Cocaine all around my brain. Okay, the next one I'm looking at here on the list is the Okra Medicine Show version. They play out of A on the record. Sounds to me like the capo at fret 2 and then play out of a G position. Well, cocaine habit is mighty good. Since little ever had cocaine all around my brain. Dylan. Oh, I didn't write down the key for the Dylan one. Oh well. Rev Gary Davis's version, he does more like a kind of speak singing version, and he plays in, I think it's like the key of A, perhaps. Now, on the version I was listening to, he plays a 12-string tuned way down, like probably tuned down to like A or similar. So his version is in A. Obviously, I'm not tuned down on a 12-string. I'm tuned up on a 6-string here, but his is kind of picks. Well, I woke up this morning about 4:30. Whoa, was knocking on my door. Cocaine. So he's doing that kind of preaching thing. Leadbelly plays out of B. Again, he plays a 12-string tuned down. My 12-string is sort of packed up in a case upstairs. I normally tune my 12-string down to B. So you play out of like an E position, but the guitar's tuned to B. Doesn't really work on a 6-string, it's just too low, but on the 12-string it sounds amazing, it's a big sound. So you can figure that out if you've got a 12-string, tune it down. Woody Guthrie plays out of F sharp, which is interesting, so that tells me that perhaps he just tuned his guitar, one note, sharp, played out of E, or put a capo on fret 1, like some people do, to lower the action. So hopefully that gives you all a little idea into the Keith Richards version, or maybe playing some slightly more up-tempo versions. I think the best thing to do is to listen to loads of people's versions and put your own together. I might do a video on like how to arrange songs and actually take this song and take you all through the process on future videos. Now's actually, I've just noticed on behind me, that's a friend of mine gave me a transfer, like they were going to reproduce these Triolian guitars. And he gave me, like, they made some transfers, but never produced the guitars. So he gave me one of these transfers. So anyway, I've got the that framed reproduction of what goes on the back of these old Triolians. And it's pretty cool. I don't know why I was talking about that. I just think I'm just an absolute nerd for this stuff. So look, if you find those videos of use, do like and subscribe to us. Do leave a comment. Do tell us what you'd like to see on the channel. Lessons, videos, history, any of that kind of stuff. It all really helps. The best way to help, of course, is to go to the description, go to our mailing list, sign up there, just so we can send 4 emails a year, tell you where we're playing, buy us a coffee, all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye for now. Together, better capo.